These abandoned theme parks were once filled with families and fun. Now, they're straight out of a nightmare. From forgotten rides to disturbing backstories. Today, we're diving into creepy, abandoned theme parks.
Can I have a shout out next video, please?
Guys, this first one is really creepy, and it's actually an abandoned Disney park in Veracruz, Mexico. I don't think this exists anymore, but when it existed, a group of friends went to visit and they saw something really scary. Let's watch this.
In Veracruz, Mexico, there is an abandoned Disney park many think is haunted, not only for creepy statues left behind, but also because of the fact it was built on an old cemetery. The scariest statue at the park is a very popular Snow White statue said to move around in different areas of the park. One day a group of
Okay, what is that? That face looks really creepy, like I would be running far, far away.
friends went to explore the park when they caught this on video.
Ah, bueno, tú tienes tu lucecita. ¿Qué?
Güey, ese es el velador de...
Es el velador, ¿no? Ah, velador. ¡Ey! ¡Velador!
Aguanta, aguanta, espérate, ey. Shh, no te muevas.
Wait, is that a Snow White statue moving by itself? It was hard to see in that video, so here is another video I found.
Have you heard about this abandoned theme park that's haunted? There was a theme park in Mexico made after Disneyland in 1988. The park only stayed open for a few years, but then closed. 30 years later in 2018, a YouTuber was exploring the park and entered it, discovering this Snow White statue. It didn't seem like anything out of the ordinary, although when the group began to head out, this was captured. It looks like something was moving in the distance. Upon further inspection, they found the Snow White statue from the front of the park. Now it's here near the back.
I don't think I will see Disney theme parks the same anymore. Imagine one of your favorite characters randomly moving like that at night. That theme park is haunted for sure, and I'm not going there anytime soon. This next place was really popular many years ago, and it's called Six Flags New Orleans. In 2005, a really big hurricane struck this theme park, and after that, it was never rebuilt. Let's watch this.
Let's talk about Six Flags New Orleans. In May of 2000, a theme park called Jazzland opened in New Orleans. When it opened, they would get 20 to 25,000 people a day. But in August of 2002, Six Flags bought Jazzland and the park did a remodel and the park reopened as Six Flags in 2003. The reason Six Flags bought it was because Jazzland had gone bankrupt because of poor attendance and financial difficulties. Even after Six Flags bought the park, it still wasn't doing that well. But years later, disaster struck. On August 29, 2005, Hurricane Katrina hit New Orleans and damaged 80% of the city. Unfortunately, the hurricane hit the park, and for 5 months, the park was entirely underwater. Eventually, the water went down, and Six Flags was left to rot and hasn't been remodeled. Today, it still sits there untouched with some plans to demolish it.
Imagine a park that was flooded with so much water and was completely left untouched. It's probably filled with mold and a lot of dirt, honestly. I was curious to see the before and after of this park, as this was a really popular theme park back in the day. Here's a video.
I really want to know if I'm the only one scared of this. So this is the abandoned Six Flags that used to be in New Orleans that is just completely abandoned now because it was flooded during Hurricane Katrina in 2005. So it does have some mechanophobia elements to it, but just the thought of all of these pieces of machinery, roller coasters, statues, buildings, all of that were like halfway underwater, and they were like that for months before it kind of dissipated, and now they're just rotting. Like this photo, disgusting. Poor SpongeBob, check him out. I don't know why. It's just something about abandoned amusement parks that freaks me out so much. Just the thought that there's no lights, there's no electricity, and there's just these gigantic things of machinery, roller coasters, vines growing all over them, halfway in the water. Just makes me ill. I don't know.
I agree with her. There's almost no human activity there, so I can imagine how creepy it is.
How I'm able to play The Last of Us because it's full of that. Like this machine, like it used to be a roller coaster, and like it's over that water, that pond, super murky, disgusting, very, very submechanophobia, but more above water kind of situation. But yeah, do abandoned amusement parks freak you out too? If you had to go and hang out in an abandoned amusement park after dark, would you be able to do it, or would you be scared? Am I alone in this?
I think I would be really scared. But if it was with a group of friends, I think it would be fun, not gonna lie. But please do it at your own risk. I heard that until today, this place is abandoned with no plans of remodeling. Now this next place is even more haunted, and it's called Nara Dreamland. This theme park was closed in 2006 and has since been abandoned. Let's watch this.
This is a fake Disneyland that is now abandoned and destroyed. The park was called Nara Dreamland, and if you went there before 2006, you would notice an eerie resemblance to Disneyland. Back in the 50s, a businessman was set to open an actual Disneyland in Japan, but Walt Disney ended up pulling out of this deal. Despite this, the businessman continued with his idea and ended up creating a cheap copy of Disneyland. From the famous castle to the park entrance, it was clear what he had done. The park was a hit for a long time, until new competition drove them out of business. Afterwards, Nara Dreamland was abandoned and left untouched for 10 years.
If it was left untouched for so long, some weird things must have definitely happened. I was curious to see the inside of this park, so here is some footage.
Oh, what the? I'm in Dreamland, in Nara, in Japan. Pretty much this place opened up in 1961. It was inspired by California's Disneyland park. It's a Disneyland replica. Look at these drums. Nice. Oh my God. I mean, we are looking at a castle on a band. Look at this street. Oh my God. It just really sucks to see this place go though. I wish I got to come here when it was actually open and then see it like this. There was a camera shop here, a burger rock, and this is in English. So on the side of Screw Coaster, we have another coaster. This is for like the little kids. This coaster is called Fantasy Coaster. Dude, it's like I'm in a freaking Jurassic Park jungle. Huh. Here's where they controlled it. I think this is my favorite. Merry-go-rounds that are abandoned with the paint chipping off the horses. I don't know why, but it just fascinates me. I think it's just amazing to see that. Gives off a very spooky horror vibe. Every time I see him, I think of Silent Hill every single time. I'm gonna go in there. I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm alone here.
Girl, I did not find that fascinating. What if the rides suddenly activate when you're there? I think I would be so creeped out, especially if it was at night. Lastly, let's talk about this really creepy ride at a theme park called 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Let's watch this.
This abandoned dark ride was completely submerged underwater for 10 years and left alone. Let's talk about it. Because if I have to be traumatized, so do you. Everything you're seeing in this video, by the way, was completely submerged. Yes, for 10 years. The 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea ride ran from 1971 to 1994, and it was a submarine ride. You would get in and you were completely submerged and you would look through these portholes and look at these horrors. Like the giant squid. This horrible octopus thing. And the worst is this absolutely massive serpent, who I hate with a passion. He is my biggest op. The 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea closed in 1994 at Disney World, but the animatronics stayed abandoned underwater in complete darkness until the lagoon was drained in 2004.
Okay, animatronics and abandonment are two things that do not go well with each other. I can already imagine how this ends.
All were severely water damaged and unusable. They were completely under there. Oh my God. Like you could see the water line of it up there, where the water was completely up there for 10 years and all of these animatronics just rotted. This picture is the worst, but it's also my favorite because it scares me the worst. You can see the tracks, the two different giant squids on either side where the ride would go. This is I don't even want to look at it anymore. Squid shrouded in complete darkness. This is sick. I know it was completely abandoned during that time, so they didn't have the cleaners, but imagine being a cleaner that had to go in there with all of those abandoned animatronics. Oh my God. This photo of the serpent's tail, which the serpent's like 50 feet long, by the way. This is just disgusting. Close up of the tail. Why did I take this one? So no head?
Why does that look really disturbing? I really hope no one works there anymore, because that is just so dangerous. I think looking at those images are gonna give me nightmares. Which theme park did you find the scariest? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can also follow my Roblox profile or join my new group. All links in the description below. Stay safe out there.